Hello. Sorry. That was a real, like, horrible way to start a stream, wasn't it? And just screaming in your face. Hello. 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 Welcome. Lester, Nerd, Riley, Ali, FC, welcome. Miro over on the YouTubes as well. Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are we? I'm going to plug my AC in, I think, because it's very hot. Very hot. Spec, welcome, buddy. How are you today, my friend? Welcome, guys. Joseph.
1 year already.
Crazy support. Thank you so much. 1 year already is absolutely insane. Joseph, thank you so much. I appreciate you. You're a legend. Get the aircon on, Joey. Yes, sir. Gary, hello. Cotty, hello. Right channel? What do you mean? What do you mean right channel? What have I done? What have I done wrong? Umesh, Jiao, hello. Stefan, Retro, CAD. Cool t-shirt. Thank you. AVFC, welcome. Oh, right, yeah. Stefan, welcome. Just got myself a PS4 Pro for $15, including shipping, no picture recording to pictures, just the damage taken in my port. Can't wait for it to come lovely jubbly. Love to hear it. DW Murphy, welcome. How are you? Team Bugs, welcome. Yo, Scythe. Scythe or Scythe?
Hello there, my good sir.
Hello,
nice
Mike.
Achievement.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you very much for the Prime for 2 months in a row. I appreciate you. Hello, everyone on Twitch as well, says Bodge Bodge. Techno, good afternoon. I strongly believe the touchscreen will work today. There's only one way to find out. Isn't there? There's only one way to find out. DJ Sparky, good afternoon, my friend. Nemo.
God bless that aircon.
Factually true. Do you know what? The temperature today is not as bad as what it has been. But it feels hotter. Chat, I got a question. Who can tell me here, in the UK, what was it like yesterday? Let me tell you. Grey, cloudy, but hot, right? It was grey, cloudy, but hot. It was like stuffy. Do we agree? It was like stuffy yesterday. It was grey. It wasn't sunny. Where I was anyway, it was not sunny. It was just pure cloud.
Hype train.
KC, thank you very, very much for the 110 bits. I appreciate you. Thank you. Hype train level 1 has been activationed. Thank you. Yeah. It was very, 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 very hot yesterday, but cloudy. What does that mean? No suntan lotion. Right? Because it's cloudy. It's not how it works. Chat, I don't know if you're going to see this or not. Look at this. Can you see that or not? I need to check in Twitch. Oh, I'm too late. Can you guys see it or not? Did you see it? It's a new low for me.
Your need to wash your neck, more tears of joy.
Thank you, Techno, for the 100 bits. I appreciate you. Chat, it's the first time ever I've received sunburn when there's no sun. I got back yesterday from a barbecue and there was no sun. And I was like, okay. I feel shattered. Why do I feel so tired? I said to my missus, I'm just going to lie on the sofa. We got 2 children, by the way, right? So we got 2 children. I said, we're going to lie on the sofa. I lay on the sofa. I just kept like nodding off and waking up, nodding off, waking up. I was like, why do I feel like this? And then she was like, have you seen your neck? I was like, what? I looked in the mirror. I said, oh, that explains a lot. That probably feels like why I am what I am. Jeez. Yeah, even if it's cloudy, you get sunburn. Yeah, I didn't know. I kind of like, I don't know. It's the first time ever in that weather I've got sunburn. Ever. So, you know, I've reached a new low. No sun. Aren't we having a heat wave everywhere? We are, but there was no sun. It was just cloudy. I need better sunscreen. I had no sunscreen on because I didn't expect it to burn. Logan coming in with a Prime subscription. Logan, thank you very much. I appreciate you and your face. Thank you. Carnival now, time to chill. Edit with a cuppa, and my first carnival did make it to ITV and I got sunburn. Yeah, the sunburn's not great. Get the aloe vera on that. Overcast leads to more sunburns. Yeah, no, I can imagine now. I see why that would be a thing. So I thought it was going to be a message. Sid, thank you very, very much for the 300 bits. I appreciate you and your face. Legendary move. Thank you. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Chat, let's relax. We just started the stream.
Rust, Joey?
It's what? Was that just... Yes, yeah, old age rust. Yeah, it was just old age rust, mate. You got it. Birthday on the 17th of July and no one celebrated and I'm sad. Happy birthday, Fixing with Patrick. Happy birthday, mate. I'll tell you happy birthday. Luca, welcome. How are you? It was sunny in the east, was it? Yeah, it was like just down here. It was so super, super cloudy. Right. So for those who don't know what we're about to do today, we are about to solder some wires from point A to point B. We've got 3 of them to sort out. And hopefully we're going to fix this Nintendo Switch that has a display issue. Now, if anybody comes in and asks like what the issue is with this Nintendo Switch, guys, I might need a little bit of assistance because I'm going to be concentrating with these wires. So yeah, if you could please maybe assist with just letting them know exactly what the dealio is, that would be A1. Don't worry if you don't. It's not your job, but I'm just saying if you do get a chance or an opportunity to, that would be much appreciated. So we are going to solder, in simplicity, some wires to this connector here where you can see all of the probe marks, right? So there's 3 probe marks there, and one of them is going to be quite difficult to get to actually because we've got that cap. I might have to move that cap out of the way. Yeah. Techno coming in with the 10 gifted subscriptions, mate. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate you. That's very, very kind. You didn't have to do that. Wow, wow, wow. What a way to start the stream. Thank you, mate. Thank you. 10 gifted to Mealy Misk. Whoa, that was close. Games, Shao here. HRT, Jaff, Wheezy, Camo, Sally, and Kazas. Thank you very, very much. Excuse me, I've now got hiccups, GG. Thank you very, very much for the 10 gifted, mate.
Yeah.
Okay. So my hopes and dreams of getting started early today, and I thought, you know what, I'm not going to do no chit chat. We're just going to get into it. We're going to solder the 3 wires. We're going to get onto the next repair. Blah blah blah. It's not happening. What's going on? Why does that say subs today 33? Chat, I've just gone live. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hold on.
Hello, Charlie.
Team Bugs. Legendary status. Thank you so much for the 20 gifted subscriptions. Oh my gosh. Legendary. Thank you very, very much, Team Bugs. Coming in with a gifted sub. I'm going to have to do it. To Derp Fabled Out. J. Mr. May Anel. I have to be very careful there. Matty, Chase, Sadek, AJ, Gingy, Sen, another Sen, Thrag, Jedi, Mike, Lugs, Haley, and Grub. You've all been gifted a sub from Team Bugs. Team Bugs, thank you so much. You've pushed us up to a level 7 hype train, and we've just started the stream. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. 3 minutes 17 on the clock left. Where's my phone? It's there. Thank you. I appreciate it. 57% on the way to level 8. I don't really believe what I'm seeing, to be honest. Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
Charlie might have to take over the stream today. Charlie might have to do the soldering, guys. He'd do a better job than me. What am I seeing? Chat, let's relax. Let's just relax. Okay, hold on. Techno, thank you very much for the 100 bits. I appreciate. There's no way. I thought that you guys would want me to get into this repair as quick as I possibly could today. That's why I was all up for it. And this is happening. What's going on?
Woohoo, 8 Charlie Chair Day.
What's happening? Garbage coming in with 5 gifted subs. I can't even speak now. Hobbsy, Luns, Dra, Rio, and Plek. Thank you very much, Garbage, for the 5 gifted. I appreciate you and your face. That's very, very kind of you. You didn't have to do it. Thank you. What did I have for food today? Sandwich. I had my oats, my normal sandwich, protein bar, and an energy drink.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, we can relax. We can relax. Aid coming in with a gifted membership as well. Thank you very much, Aid. I appreciate that. Listen, HD Nugget has come in with 5,000 bits. That is the equivalent of $50 to me. The equivalent of $50. But Nugget would have paid maybe double that, I think, for the actual bits himself. So, HD Nugget, thank you very, very, very much for the 5,000 bits. Nobody does it like you, my friend, when it comes to bits. 25k total now with your badge. That is absolutely insane. Thank you very, very much. Legendary. Sid coming in again with 400 bits. Let's relax, Sid. Let's chill out. Take it easy. Techno with 100 bits as well. Thank you, Techno. Aid again with the gifted. And KC coming in with 200 bits. Guys, thank you so much for the incredible support. Level 9 hype train. Who's calling me? What's going on? Oh, I set a timer for 3 minutes? For what reason? There was no... I don't even know what's happening right now. Yeah, thank you very, very much for the support. I really appreciate it, guys. I literally just gone live and we've hit 38 subs. Has to be a record. Has to be a record. 15 minutes. 38 subs. What's happening? Adhesive says, Joey, I really love your videos. I always like to repair stuff in the last year. You've inspired me to do repairs and I really thank you for your content. Adhesive, thank you for watching my content. Without you, I would not be here. So I owe my thanks to you, my friend. Thank you. Bobs, welcome. Bobs. Hello. How are you? Right. Shall I crack on? Shall I try and crack on? So, level 9 hype train, 2 minutes 30 on the clock, 4%. All right. I'll be ready. Let's roll into the repair. Okay, so what we've got here is I've got 3 different points on this board that I need to solder wires to, and it's going to be rather difficult. The reason why it's going to be rather difficult is because we've got this cap here, which is obstructing. That's the word. I was going to say obscuring. That's definitely not the word. Obscuring this. No, obstructing. Sorry, I've done it again. Obstructing this pin here, and then we've also got this pin here, which I need to solder a wire to, and this one here. Now, good news is with the top one, I've already put a little bit of leaded solder, and that's what I'm going to have to do on all of them, just to try and get the best connection that I can possible. Now, it will be a little bit difficult, and I do have to be super cautious because it's right next to plastic. I can't get too close to the plastic because otherwise that connector is going to have to come off, and I'm going to have to start the whole process again. I'm going to be soldering to the solder joints down here, rather than the pins themselves, because I don't want anything to get in the way of when we put the connector back on. So that's what we're going to try and do today. All right, that's what we're going to try and do today, and hopefully it's not going to take me too long to get all the wiring sorted. I'm going to do really, really thin wire. It is going to be painful, yeah, but we'll try and crack on. Not sure if you have an affiliate link for the UV mask or cure device, else I will check around. I do. I'm not going to grab it for you right now, concurrent, but if you search, I'll grab it for you. I'll grab it for you because it's just going to be a pain if I. It's going to be a pain for you if I don't grab it. I'm going to be honest because I don't even know what it's called. Let me just grab it real quick. This is with the lamp as well. However, I'm pretty sure Bodge just had some stuff cancelled from AliExpress, so I don't know if this is that. But I mean, it doesn't say it's out of stock or anything. It says over 100 available. But I would highly recommend getting this stuff. I use this once. I've used this once so far. I'm never going to use any other thing again. There it is. Yeah. Joey, question. Yes, mate, go on. Right, what wire am I going to use? I need to use super thin wire, but not... Well, actually, no, the current... I'm thinking the current is going to be quite minor to these places. So, and I obviously need to be able to... My priority is going to be actually getting it onto the pins. Now, I think that might be a little bit too big, to be honest. And do I have any thinner wire than that? I do, yes. This is quite thin wire. This is quite thin. Is that better? Yeah, that's much better, hey. Guys, thank you very much for the hype train level 94% we got up to. I appreciate you and your faces. Thank you so much. What an incredible way to start the stream. Some big gifted subscriptions coming in there. So thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. So there's a couple of things we need to do. We need to tin the stuff first. Where's my flux? We need to make sure that we're tinning the wire because I want to just ensure that we get the best connection that we possibly can. And I'm probably going to go from... Let's just put a little bit of flux here. I'm probably going to go from component to connection. I need to also pull up the documentation to make sure that where I'm soldering to is the correct place. I have no doubt in my mind that I will be doing it to the correct place, but I will just double check. Excuse me. Flex board view. Board view XC. That one. That one. Cool. Pitco, welcome. How are you? Rocky remote, and I put it in positive and negative USB terminals. It's not actually glowing up in there. I have no idea fixing. I'll be honest with you. Count me out of that one. Count me out of that one. I'm out already. I tap out. Hey, more lurking. Welcome. How are you? Okay, so let's tin this on. Planning on building a new PC and it's a pain to find out. And it's a pain to find out if my Mobo has ARGB. ARGB? What's the difference between RGB and ARGB? I need good tweezers for this. I just realised. Where are my thin ones? There they are. Oh, my friend did give me some new tweezers to try out actually, and he said he swears by them. He said they're really, really good, so I might try those out as well and see what we're working with. Oh, my Assessimo's down there. Good job I've seen that, because otherwise I'd be like, where's my Assessimo? I don't think I quite sound like that, but you know, it is what it is. Addressable for the finer codes of colour. Gotcha. Oh, you can control the colours. I see. Oh, that's interesting to know. The more you know. Okay, so we've got a little bit of wire here, okay, and I've got my soldering iron, which is currently set to 430. I don't need it set at 430, mind you. I'm just going to take off the enameled, just like that. And now what I'm going to do is run it to the specific places that I need it to go to. Pardon me. Let me just move that. So one of the first places we want to go, we can start with this one up here, I guess, can't we? Is up here, this cap. So again, what I'll do now is I'll come in with a little bit of flux. The key thing here is to work to your advantage when it comes to angles and whatnot. That's what you really want to do. So you want to rotate the board where you need to rotate the board to make your life a bit easier. So for example, if I was to solder this way, it is a little bit more difficult to do that. But you know what, that'll do for now. And then I'm going to turn it around. So here we have our first wire going on. Which in turn, I'm going to add a tiny little bit more flux here. We'll just at least push this flux up to the cap. And just, hopefully, I'm going to say simply, but that will be fine. And whilst it's hot, what I don't want to do here is I have to be super careful to make sure I'm not pulling any wires. Because if I start pulling these wires now, we risk like components going places where we don't want them to go. So I'm just going to quickly tap this flux here just to help my cause a little bit. And I'm going to have to cut this wire now rather than pull everything off. So I probably only need to cut it. I'm going to start by cutting it there. I think that's a bit too much, to be honest, but it will give me what I need. Yeah, it's more than enough. And the way that I'm going to route it is simply over the top. So just here, look. And then, so that one specifically, let me just confirm where that needs to go. On that cap, we are going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're going to pin number 8 on the bottom row, which is going to be here. This one might be a bit difficult as well because we've got all those resistors. Oh no, actually, I think, let me just count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It should go to here. Okay, that's all right. A little bit of flux. Way too much, so I'm just going to get some of that off with some other tweezers. Like, I don't want that much flux around connectors, so there's just no need. There we go, it's better. So let's just put a little bit here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, where we've got that little blotch there. I'm going to add some leaded to the equation onto this pin. Now this iron is super hot. There we go. So that's just to tin it a little bit. I really need to concentrate with this one, guys, so I do apologise. What a rhyme. And then we can kind of just put that. Now it's enamelled wire, so it's not going to short out against anything. So I just need to kind of manoeuvre this as best as I can. So where's my other tweezers? So it's going to just sit on the board like that. Come in with the scalpel and just quickly be very careful. It's kind of hard coming in like flush here because of where everything is. Cool. So now, again, what I'm going to do is just quickly try and tin this wire without hitting that resistor. That looks a bit better to me. So I'm alternating between two different irons here, by the way. And then what I can do is just take this, and I have to bend that. I have to bend that edge round so we get a solid connection right here, like that. And then I should be able to come in now and solder to the pin. Should be in the keyword, by the way. Okay. Now, you might be thinking, oh, but Joey, it's resting against that cap. So this cap doesn't necessarily matter if it's touching the wire. And the reason being is because this is enameled wire. So there's no connection that's touching these two ends here. Does that make sense? And now if I try and, oh no, I've tried to wiggle that and it's come straight off. So I need to come back in here with maybe just a little bit more flux. Or I tell you what I might do. I might keep the wires there for the time being, reroute the other ones, and then solder them all at the end. If that makes sense, I might try that instead. I think that makes more sense because then I can kind of work out which wire needs to go where and what I need to solder first, and etc. etc. So that's one of them. That makes more sense to me. So let me go on to this side. Yeah, because that goes to 5. All right, so now we'll just turn it back around. Hopefully those wires don't... If those wires do come off, they weren't fit for purpose. Simple as that. So let me just confirm. So we have this pad here. So it's this one on the right, which is the one that we're dealing with. So again, a little bit of flux. There's a nice copper contact here, which means that it should really easily take some solder. There we go. And now again, we'll rinse and repeat the process of tinning the wire and then putting it onto that pad. Where's me flux? Seiken, welcome. I am doing some soldering work at the moment, trying to repair a Nintendo Switch that doesn't have a digitizer working. Don't necessarily think that's really well tinned, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and try and get this on. Right, that stuff needs to come off my iron straight away. Did you see how I stopped like pretty much straight away there? It's because that is how you end up scratching the board and stuff. I don't know where that's come from. But as soon as you see anything like that on your board, clean your iron. ASAP. This wire is very thin, so I keep losing it quite easily. And the end of that's come off. So let me just put a little bit more flux here. There we go. Let me rotate the board quickly this way. If I rotate the board this way, I should be able to get a little bit of an easier angle on it to solder it down to the board, hopefully. Okay, I need my tweezers. And when the wire is this thin, what ends up happening is you lose it and then you find out it's on your hand, and then that's where you have to be super careful. When you're like reaching for things and things start falling over and whatnot. I can't get a good connection. Let's try it with the thinner tip. See if I can get a better angle there. I'm still not necessarily happy with how that looks, so what I'm going to do here is just add a little bit of flux to the joint and come in with some more solder. I'm looking for a big amount there. I need a big amount of solder on that. Looks a bit better. And now if I take my brush, if this wire comes off, it wasn't fit for purpose. That's the rule. Whilst also needing to be careful because it's very thin. There we go, that'll do. Okay, so that's that. And then I need to cut this again. I don't really know to what size, so again I'm just going to cut longer rather than shorter. Bend this round here, like that. And then this is going to come up here and sit on pin 5, I think. So realistically, how much do I need? I'll cut again, just for now, and then I'll do all the solder connections in a minute. Put solder mask on. If this rips, any place to find the signals under the APU. Okay, fine. Yeah, I'll do that in a second then. I'll do that on all the locations. That seems to be good for now. Let me just check it is a good enough quality connection because I don't want to... I can do that now. I can do that now. Let me put the thingy on now before I start moving the board around. Where is my new... There she is. Come to me. Hey, Matt, welcome. Whoa, 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 whoa. This stuff is pouring out again. Like, literally pouring out. Okay, that'll do. I really don't want to wipe this on a cloth, but I don't really have a choice, to be honest, because I can't put the lid back on. There we go. Love this stuff, man. Let me give it a quick 1-2. Come with me, and you'll see. Do 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 do. Wait a minute, we don't have to wait 30 minutes for you to find the UV. Factually true. Yep, you guessed it. Hard as a rock. Cool. Insane stuff this is. Absolutely insane. Hello! Where on earth is my drink?
Thanks for all the videos.
Hey, you're more than welcome. Thank you for saying thank you. Appreciate you. Coming in with a Prime for 3 months, legendary. PLD, welcome, buddy. Sorry, I've seen your message. I haven't responded to it because I'm a moron, but I hope you're well. How are you? Yeah, honestly, Paul, try this Relife. This one, I've actually got it copied and pasted if you want to use my affiliation code for some money in the bank. But this one here, oh my goodness, you've got no idea, PLD. You got no idea. Relife. Giving me new life and hope. This stuff, crazy. Absolutely crazy. I've never known anything like it. Very good. Very good. Right. And then we've got the last one. I will try. Please do, honestly. It's cheap as chips as well. Good morning from America. Additive Atom. Welcome. You made me want to get into micro soldering. Do you have an equipment list? If you do exclamation mark, get started. It's a get started chat. In the chat, it will take you to a video, and there you'll have a list of equipment which will help you in your journey. Wouldn't recommend like jumping into it with a bunch of cash money spending, because you should buy cheap equipment and see if you like the hobby first. That could be something as simple as like a screwdriver kit, and then work your way up, you know. I think it's get started. No, it's not. It's LearnRepair. Exclamation mark LearnRepair. Do that, Matt. Do that. Exclamation mark LearnRepair. You need to use his link so you can afford the broccoli. Who drinks broccoli? I see. I get it. I get it. Don't worry. Don't worry. I understand. I understand. One of those days. One of those days. For all of us. So that's that one done. And then I've got one more that I need to do. Where's the third one? I can't even remember. It's number 5, isn't it? Or is it? Yeah, no, that was number 5. Oh, it's the top one. Where does that top one go again? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. It goes to the resistor on the back. Of course it does. Yeah. Where we first had our issue. Yep. And it goes to the one on the right. So it's just down here. And this is a long one as well. Right there. So again, we need to sort out the wire. And I'm going to quickly just put some leadation to the nation. Just on... Where am I? I've lost my bearings here. Added the glue. I like my... No, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Whoa, what happened there? Like a flux explosion. Right, I've got a little bit of lead on there. It doesn't help that everybody around me is having barbecues today, so it's like, if I ever think I can smell burning of some sort, I'm going to be like, ah, it's alright, it's barbecue. Meanwhile, Joey's been GG'd. I'm trying to find this little bit of wire. It just keeps jumping around and disappearing, man. This is the thing about working with like such small wire. Luckily, I'm used to working with small things. You guys can finish the joke. I tried to be funny. Sometimes it works. Other times, not so much. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I think it's National Barbecue Day today. So hot. Perfect. Okay, same thing, same deal. Quick bit of IPA. And a dabbity doodah. The Joey rub, as PLD calls it. It's got its own name. Cool. I mean, there is still a little bit of flux there, so I don't know how that's gonna go. Let's just quickly get rid of you. All right. Is that on enough? I think so. I'm pretty sure. Which means that we come in with our dippity doodah dippity day. And we go goop diddy goop. Let me just make sure that that's not... Yeah, it's not going anywhere. Stop. Hello. Save our stuff. Welcome.
Hey, Joey.
Hello. Thank you very much, mate, for the 28 months of support, which is absolutely disgusting. I'm going to put that there. Thank you, mate. I really, really appreciate it. It's very, very kind of you. And then watch. I give maybe 3 seconds. Come off. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? I think maybe I need to just put a little bit more on there to make sure that it doesn't touch that ground, because I wouldn't like that. I don't think future Joey would like that either, and future Joey would possibly be cursing myself, saying, Joey, what are you doing? So let's just put a little bit there as well. Joey the goat? Not necessarily. I am not a goat. Talking of UV and my sunburn. Chat, what happens if you put UV on your skin then? Like, if I put this lamp on my skin, what would happen? Would I eventually get some a nice tan? Jokes, 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 please. Please don't hurt me. Come with me and you'll see. Guys, I told you I got a mole out, didn't I? Do you remember? I'm not going to show you actually because that's a bit disgusting. I was just about to get my back out, but I thought, nah, nobody needs to see that right now, especially if you're eating. If you're eating, it's GG. So yeah, my mole is healing. Nice. Remember I said I got it cut? Yeah, it's healing nice. Okay, so where am I going to route this bad boy? Probably go like up and just cross everything because again, enameled wire for the win, right? Just not over that screw hole. Right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to quickly... Give me 2 secs. I'm going to... just tack this down in a couple of locations. Hello! Martin Evans has become a YouTube legendary status member. Thank you so much, Martin. I appreciate you and your face. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hello. 2 secondos, chat. I have messed up. Wait there. Jojo coming in with a prime for 12 months in a row, 16 total. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Not like this.
Sup, my gorgeous fellow humanoids.
I can't look. Give me 2 seconds. I'm so sorry. Just concentration right now is at an all-time high, which isn't very high. Anthony coming in with a £25. Anthony, thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you. Legendary. Wow, wow, wow. Thanks, mate. How are you today? £25 straight to the PayPal legendary status. Is the chip at the bottom cracked? Which one? This one? No, it's just a hair. If that's the one you was talking about, by the way. Don't know if it was. God, routing this, I tell you what, it's going to be a struggle, eh? I have to be super careful with this. Super careful. All good here. Working a day shift. You're working today on a Sunday? Lord, the glove. Who done that? Who done that to you, Anthony? I'll sort them out. Won't we chat? Guys, please hold a second, all right? Nice. The max at the bottom was cracked to the corner or no? I'll check in a second, my dude. What's the difference? You're working on the Sunday. All right. Yeah, I can't argue that. Fair enough. I'll sort myself out. Okay. 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 I know this isn't the best way to root. I know it doesn't look pretty, guys. It doesn't need to look pretty. It just needs to be functional. Okay, my main worry and priority here is just getting it working. And hopefully they should never, the people who sent me this should never have to open this Nintendo Switch again. That is the goal. Okay, so I've got all the wires kind of routed where I want them to be routed to. So now is the really difficult part. Trying to solder without burning the connector with a soldering iron that is set all the time at 450 degrees Celsius. Let me check that cracked chip that you was talking about. Ooh, I mean, there is a little bit of a crack in the Max. I see. You're right. You're right. You're right. Yeah, I see that. Could that be the reason why the display isn't working, though? I mean, very, very, very slim chance, right? Because the display doesn't actually go through here. But yeah, you're right. I mean, what a spot, by the way, Ben. What a spot. Very good. Hi, Joey. Adam here. Me and my wife Joe are watching. Hopefully you can fix us. I hope so, Curved. Yeah, I'm hoping so. Hello to both of you, by the way. Adam and Joe, welcome. But yeah, that is cracked. We have to ask a question, why? But like I said, I don't think any of the display stuff goes through that chip. Something to bear in mind, I think, if this doesn't work. I mean, this should work, right? Come on. If it doesn't, I'm going to... Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to start with the bottom one goes to 4, doesn't it? And that's going to be the tricky one to get to, especially because we've got that cap there. Does that line go to that cap? I don't think it does. No, it doesn't. So it's 4 on the top. Wait, I think it's 5, actually. Oh, no, this one goes to the very top, doesn't it? Oh, it's just an awkward position. It's just an awkward position, this wire. Because it needs to kind of route around. I need to kind of route it so it's like almost on the back, underneath this little edge here, and then comes around on the top. That's probably going to be the most sensible way to have this. So I do need to just plonk it like here. Let me just get a little bit of thingy. This should hopefully give me like a really good staple. So I'm going to let go of that wire now. And I should be able to move in. You guys can't see anything. Let me just slowly move this up. Hopefully it doesn't... It's pinged off already. Nice, Joey. So what I was saying is that needs to go just like there. I'm going to try and get it a little bit tighter. Like that. There we go. And that would... If I broke that then... Okay. So this is number 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it needs to go to this one right here. That's where we're going, okay? Like that. Might as well do that first whilst I'm here. Okay. Now, in an ideal situation, what I want to try and do here is have this wire almost poke upwards. Now I'm going to measure this. And make sure I get the reading that I need. I'll pull it up for you guys as well. I'm really sorry, guys. This is like pure concentration time for me. Somebody else's Switch. Don't know if this is going to work or not. Have been given permission to go ahead and try it. They've got faith in me, guys. They've got faith in me. I think I need to see 0.4 on that pin. Okay. Good. Now, a couple more. So we've got 0.4 there. I think I might tack that down now. I think I might tack that down. Makes sense, right? This needs to be super thin, so I'm not done there. I'm just making it super thin because I need that connection to go in from the... Now I know this is actually mixed with flux here. Because what I need is I need that connector to sit down. Oh, Fifi, honestly, I love it. I don't know if you've been here when I've been talking about it, mate, but I said that you recommended it to me, and I've just said to PLD, to Paul Daniels, he needs to try some. It's so good, Fifi. So good. Hi, Jay. Thanks for all the interesting content. Thanks to you, I had the courage to fix my TV. Been watching you on this TV ever since. I love that, man. Amazing. Good evening, Handy. Welcome. Hayes, welcome. How are you? We have faith in you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Right, there we go. Okay, so that's not going to move anywhere now. Even being surrounded by the flux, we're okay. Oh, yeah. Yo! Hey, Ross, thank you very much for the gifted sub to DJ Sparky Reach over on kick.com. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Very kind of you. I think we're on like 80-something subs over on Kick, so thank you. I appreciate it. 55 degrees north of becoming a YouTube legendary status member as well. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Thank you. Hello, Hello, fellow fixer. Hello, Malfour. How are you? Thanks, Ross. I appreciate you. Okay. That's that. I just need to go ahead and do the other one, which is over here. 2 seconds, guys. I lost my tweezers, my good ones. I need my good tweezers. Where are my tweezers? On my lap. So I've got this one as well. That is that one? Wait a minute, I've got two like loose wires here. It's because one of them is like I've just cut, so it was getting in the way. Let me grab this one again. So I'm also just going to do another dot here for this one on the back to just give it that little bit more pathing.
Oh.
Whoa. Guys, come on. This is, whilst I'm like concentrating, you guys, man, honestly. You guys. Thank you very, oh no. Oh no. Okay, wait. If this doesn't work, was that 5 gifted? Oh, I just don't like... I'm really trying to concentrate. Handy Dandy coming in with 5 gifted legendary status memberships. Thank you to Fifi, Hoffy, Jag, Joe, and Dylan. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you. It's very, very kind of you. I appreciate you. Handy dandy, you sir are a legend. Thank you. Okay. Is that one good as well? Yes, it is. And then I can bend it around proper. Oh, actually, wait there. So that one can go... Can it go under and over? No, it has to just sit in there. That's okay. I'm sure we can work something out.
Where's my tweezers?
Where's my tweezers? Yo, Wicked, thank you very much for the tier 1 for 18 months in a row. I appreciate you and your face. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Dark Knight coming in with a prime on Twitch for 5 months in a row. Thank you, guys. Listen, we've achieved 40 subscribers today in this stream alone. Can you believe it? And we've been live for an hour, less than. 40 subs. Thank you. On Twitch specifically. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's very kind, guys. Seriously, I really appreciate it. No community does it better. I'm telling you that now. Free of charge. Now listen, I can't remember where this one was meant to go. So this one I'm going to bend back because I think I'm going to do this one last. And then I've got one that needs to go here. Okay, right there. I think I kind of just need to tuck this on there, like that. I think I need to tuck that on there. So what I'm going to do, right, is get a little bit of this paste and just tack it there, and then grab this wire, oh my gosh,
Happy Sunday, everyone.
oh, it's a rock, I don't believe it. Who was that? Tristan, thank you very much for the parade. 2 months in a row. Appreciate you. Thank you. Very kind. 42 subs now. Jeez Louise. I mean, that's still not going anywhere. I love this stuff, man. And then once I get this soldered on, I can put it down proper. Okay, so this is going to pin number 5, I believe. Pretty sure. Yeah, this is pin number 5, which is going to be the difficult one, to be honest, because we've got that cap. I might move that cap. I can't move the cap. I can't with hot air. I mean, I have to come in from the back, and I think that's going to affect the wire. I can't come in from the back. How am I going to do this? Okay. I might have to try and solder it directly to the pin. Oh, no. Okay, wait there. I literally need to solder it like this without it bridging. Oh no, this is horrendous. Wait there, guys. I've got a plan. It's there. I have to move so slowly. There's got to be a hair. There's got to be a hair.
Oh, yeah.
Not now. There's no way. Oh no. This is risky. Hold on. Guys. No. Like, this is... Guys, this is pure concentration right now. Please. Lord, a glove. No. Okay. All right. Chill. No. What a horrible wire this is to get in place, man. Okay. Hold on. Multimeter. Let me just double check and make sure I get a reading that I need. So on our donor board, for this exact connection, we get a reading of, was it number 5? .49. Okay, so that's what I need. I need 4.9. Do I get 4.9? Or do I get something else? .49. Okay. Right. First things first, I think. Mars Bar, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate it. Okay. And this was what, guys? Number 8? Is this 8? Wait, was that 8 or have I sold it to the wrong one? No! I'm pretty sure this one was 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, that's cool. Okay, good. Right, so this does go to 8. Okay. Can I get it to 8 is the question. Why have I cut that so short? Hello, thank you very much. Acidic, thank you for the prime. Listen, sorry. Kyo Dana, thank you very much for the 5 legendary gifted memberships over on YouTube to DP, Yash, Spawn, Anthony, and Bori. I appreciate that. Tristan, thank you very much for the prime. Appreciate you. Team Bugs coming in with another 5 gifted to Say, Kita, Skater, Dash, and HTI Man, and Acidic coming in with a prime. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm just trying to rearrange this one to be a little bit better. I have to redo the first one, but that's okay. To be honest. Yeah, I'm going to redo the first one. I have to be so careful like handling this board because one simple mistake can just destroy the whole like thing. I don't know, man. No. Gotcha. That's all it needed, man. And it's, you have to be so careful, because one little slip there and you desolder the whole thing, or run another wire off the board or something like that. But you just need that one little chance, and when you see it, oh, it's so relieving, man. Just that little bit of solder blob. Okay. Wow. All right. Okay. Hold on 2 seconds. Let me flatten that. There's obviously one major part here that I need to do, and that's going to be to give it a nice clean and get all that gunky flux off. But I'm just going to put that down there. Just hold it in place. Now, if this works, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to run over all of the wires with this stuff, because then at least, like, if anybody goes to work on it in the future for whatever other reason, it should be good. And they don't risk like ripping any of the traces. Okay. So what am I meant to get on this one? I don't actually know. Where's my test board? Where's my Donna? Here's my test board. So what am I meant to get on pin 8? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 040 is what I'm meant to get. Do I get 040 here? Please. Zero 040. Well, 041, but I mean, hold on. 043. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It goes 4, 2 and then drops down. I'm gonna say within tolerance. Recheck it on all the connector pins. Okay, Ben, are you watching? Because if you're watching, then you can confirm whether all of these are correct or not. Are you ready? So, this is what we get. 055. 053. Ground. 044. Ground. 044. 044. 044. Ground. 044. Ground. 044. Ground. 053. 048. 040. 0. 1.1. 1.4. Bottom line. 055. 053. Ground. 044 044 046 what? Oh wait, I had something on it. Open line? No, ground. Yeah, okay, ground. Open line. No, this one is open line. No, it's not. 44. 44. Ground. 44. 44. 42. Ground. 46. 49. 4. Ground. 12, 13. 0.47. How's that look? Okay, Ben says, by the way, he's just compared every single reading that I've read out and they're all fine. So all I'm going to do now is quickly give this board a tiny little bit of heat, maybe like 150 degrees Celsius, and dab away at some of the flux that I've got around the connector because I don't want that flux there. And then I can put the connector on and hopefully we've got touch. If we've got touch, we seal this up and we never touch it again. Let's go. Okay, this is how we look after a quick clean. And again, I'm being super careful here, but that looks pretty clean to me, guys. What do you think? So we have some of the flux. Oh no, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Right there. Right, who can tell me what happened there? I'll give you a clue. Who can tell me what happened there? There was flux, exactly, yeah. There was flux there. So that's my stupidity, really. That's my stupidity. There was flux there. Wait, what's happened here? Oh, it's okay. It's fine. And that's okay. I think that's what it just looks like when it's drier. Okay, here we go. Man. I'll be honest. Can I be honest with you guys? We hit 49 subs today so far. It's crazy. I'll be honest. I'm very nervous for this repair. Very, very nervous. To the point where it's like, I haven't been this nervous for a repair in a very long time. I haven't. Nervous in terms of like, I really want it to work. I really, really want it to work. Adam and Joe, if you're watching, I wish this Switch the best of luck, and I hope nothing goes wrong. I really do. I really hope nothing goes wrong. But what's the point of having a Nintendo Switch if you can't play touchscreen? That's the whole reason why you buy one. God, I forgot I even had screws to this thing. It's been that long. Cheers, you're more than well. Hey, don't thank me yet. Lord, the glove. You'll be cursing me in a minute. I laugh, but it's funny because it's true.
Are we having a poll, Joey?
It's up to you guys. Would you like a poll to see if it's going to work or not? I have to be super careful putting this one back together because there's so many tiny wires now all over the board. I did prediction, but you missed it. Oh, okay, fine. There is one already. There's one that's been and gone. What's the what percentages and stuff are we looking like, Bodge? Do people have faith? I hate it when people have faith. Do you know why? Because it makes it's more. 79% are saying yes. Silver, welcome. How are you, Lord the glove? I kind of want this back together as much as possible in terms of ribbon cables and stuff because I don't want nothing to short out on the back to mess with my feelings. The first step is going to be power. Do we get power? If so, wicked. That's the first bit. That's why it wasn't sat down properly. Two seconds, guys. This is stressful, man. Mr. Animal, welcome over on Kick, by the way. Techno, thank you for the 100 bits. Yeah, apologies, mate. I think you've missed it. I think you've missed it. Techno, I saw you was in a hot tub again, mate. What's going on? Do you own a hot tub or something? I thought it was like when you was away, that's where you stayed, unless you're still away. And is this a new thing that you had installed, this hot tub? He lives in the hot tub. Gotcha. I'm not surprised. There's his wrinkly fingers. All right. Are we still on the Switch? It's been 17 years. For such a simple thing as well, just like no digitizer, I thought it was going to be so easy. I really did think it was going to be easy. Lo and behold, once again, I was wrong. All right. Now, this is the all-important thing. Okay. That clipped in very nice. And I was not expecting it to click in that well. The actual game card reader, FYI, clipped in very nice. Because I thought we've soldered to a few of the connections now, so is it even going to sit flat? But we got a nice click there. Now, my luck, it's probably shattered some of the connections that we had going to it. This is it. This is it. This is it. This is what everybody's been waiting for, including myself. I need to change my batteries in my lights because they are dead. Well, one of them is. So, out. Out. Okay, one in the chat if you're ready to see how this goes. Big fat one. Plugging in the battery. Here we go. No fires or explosions, please. Good. Does it power on? Guys, I'll be honest. If this power's on, it's a massive win. Okay? If this power's on, it's a massive win. 3, 2, 1. It doesn't power on. Yeah, the backlight's not on either. Let me try one more time in case I miss the button completely. No. All of that for nothing then?
Hello.
Reaper, hello. Thank you very, very much for the Prime 15 months in a row. I appreciate you. No, there was no magic smoke from what I can see anyways. Battery's not dead, guys. The reason I know the battery's not dead is because this had 100% charge. No. The backlight's not coming on at all. Is it? See down here? Wait. No. Okay. Wait! Oh! Did you guys see that or not? Okay. Okay. My guess here is that when I've put this on, it's maybe broken a solder connection, one of the wires that I've done. That's that, or it's shorted against something. That's what I'm thinking. That's what instantly comes to mind. So I think what I do now is I take this off and I have a look under the microscope to see what's happened. And I can do that whilst it's in the chassis. That's my instant thought. So here's the actual... Here's the connector. Everything looks the same. That seems on. That seems on.
Oh, yeah.
Scared the life out of me, by the way. Scared the life. Thank you very much for the sub, Chris. I appreciate you. You're absolute legend. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Still no power. Okay, let me try and disconnect the game card reader. No. So the issue isn't necessarily the game card reader. The issue is something else. Oh, wait. Okay, hear me out. I'm going to take it back out the board and I'm going to disconnect the wires from the respective places that I've soldered to, not the connector. I'm not going to disconnect from the connector. I'm going to disconnect from the places that I've soldered to. Because there isn't anywhere that this should really be shorting. It shouldn't be shorting anywhere. Oh, wait there. That's having a hard time sticking the metal, that is. What was that? Oh, it's the lid. Is the wire short into the cap right under the connector? I don't think so, mate. Could be wrong, though. Doesn't look like it's touching. And it should be enameled, right? I could try it there and have a look. Let me put a little bit more thingy down. Just to stop those from shorting there. If I do that. Like even these resistors here, it shouldn't theoretically be an issue, right? Because it is enamel coating. Let me try it just like that. Because that's not pushing the wire, is it? No. No, I was just checking to see if when I push down, it like destroys all the wires, but I don't think it does. It's not touching that pin. That's another thing I wanted to confirm as well. It's not touching that pin. Graham, welcome, mate. No. Okay. Has to be maybe something on the other side of the board. Shorten out. It's the only thing I can think of. The chassis isn't... Is this chassis conductive though? I don't think it is because I think it's plastic, right? The back of it. What about if I disconnect that entirely? Wait there. Let me start taking some things out and seeing one by one. Because then maybe I can even track down what it is. So I've disconnected the digitizer completely now. But that wire seems to bridge 2 pins on the socket. No, it doesn't, Godfrey, it doesn't. Still nothing. I have to be super careful, man, because all of these wires. The stream had a short. Can you guys see? Am I still live on Kick and YouTube? It's just Twitch that's having the issues. Back now? Oh. Can see? Back now? Oh, I don't think it was. I think that was server side. I wonder. Wait there. Potential. Still nothing. So like everywhere it's traced on this side seems to be all right from an inspections perspective. Twitch was gone for 30 seconds. Gotcha. Right, slowly and carefully we take this out. Make sure nothing else is connected. Oh, you guys can't see. But I've just taken it out. Okay. I'm going to turn onto the back and just check some of these connections. So we've got this one, which kind of skirts all over the place. So this one goes to the back, which we've confirmed is A-OK. Well, when I say confirmed A-OK, so it turns over to the back. It goes here, there, steers clears of those, goes onto the metal shielding, which again is not, I don't think any of that is scraped enough to be ground. And we get the readings, right? We get the readings. Pay the poll. Yeah, fair enough. Choose outcome. Will touch work now? No. We get the readings on the connector. So, you know, it can't be a short in that regards, can it? That resistor maybe. But again, enameled. Yeah, the readings were right as well. So we double checked that before we continued, right? Definitely soldered. Look, yeah, 100% that one's soldered. All of them are because we get the reading on the pin. I measured the pin. We get the reading on the pin. They're all quote unquote fine. This wire goes on the back up there. And then if I turn it around, it goes We've got a couple. So one of them goes over the whole board, which I'll show you in a second. We've got this one, which again, I know it's resting on that cap, but enameled should be fine. I can raise it up a little bit. Then we've got this wire that stretches over the back, runs all the way down here to the other place. And then we've got this wire that goes here to here to here. Again, you've got it running across that resistor, but I don't think, again, enameled, shouldn't matter. Runs down to here. So like all of the locations technically are sound. The wire doesn't look like it's pretty. The only thing I can think of is if the connections aren't meant to go there. And that's what's causing the short. And there's only one way to really verify that, and that is to desolder everything and see if it works. It's literally the only way to test this, I think, considering we've looked at all of the other places now. Check if the pins are short into their neighbors. What, on the connector itself? Having issues with chat on YouTube. Multiple messages failed to send. Oh, okay, Anthony. It's a weird one. I can check for shorts. But they all measure differently, right? So I don't think that's going to be the case. No. 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 What happened to only 3 wires? Why is there so many jump points? There's 3. There's 3 wires. 1, 2, 3. Do we think desolder one by one? Or take them all off? Disconnect one at a time, component and see what... Yeah, that's what I think, Rich. Yeah. I'll start with the one that I haven't glued. That would be handy, wouldn't it? So let's do this one quick. So starting with this one. Are you on the right side of the cap for pin 8? Is that the one I've just taken off? Because if so, yes. Because the left part is ground. Yeah, I'm on the right. I'm on the right side. Technically, the right side. Well, depending on how you're looking at it, left and right, sort of thing. What I could do is just plug it into battery and see if I get a boot. Right. I think that's all I have to do here. But then I'm having to give it charge. Guys, is there any difference? Is there any difference between me plugging the 15 volts into this instead of giving it battery? Because I want to see if it can boot without having to plug everything back in. So am I okay just to literally plug the battery in and plug the charger in? Or do you think that may cause extra damage? Is it not worth just plugging, because I'm not going to be able to measure it, plugging stuff in? I don't know if that made any sense. I'll plug it in. This is wire number 1. So I should only plug in 2 things here. We've got backlight and LCD. So backlight. Technically 3, because I've got to plug in the on button, because I'm not plugging the charger into this. Okay, wire number 1. UART issue. Three, 2, 1. You were. Well, I got very lucky that it was the first wire. I got very lucky it was the first wire, because the other ones was glued. All right, turn it off. That's good news. Should I plug in the digitizer now and just see if it works without that wire? Because imagine if it does. Because then we could just leave it happy days. I just, at that point, I do it up, I leave it. I'll test that other stuff works as well, but I don't see why it wouldn't, because it's meant to go under. I'm just putting this up here for the time being. I need to reroute that. But now that it turns on, let's see what happens. Came out. Came out again, right there. That's it. Right. Card reader plugged in. Do I get touch? If I do, it's a miracle, by the way. Absolute miracle. Does it power on? Does. Watch me get like only half of the screen touch or something. Nothing. Okay. I'm just going to test something. Now that I've disconnected the game card reader, does it turn on like normal? No, it doesn't. Now I've disconnected the digitizer cable. I'm just trying out some stuff. And now nothing. Doesn't look any different, which is a good thing. Where's the end of the wire right now? On the back of the IC. So it's on. I technically put it on the back of an IC, just under here. So when I put it down, it was pressed against it. Let me, I think, unscrew and take a little bit of pressure off. So now it's not squeezing everything down. Wait there. That's it. That's a longer boot. Or not. Okay. It seemed like a longer Nintendo boot. No. Okay. Remove the screws altogether. I could do. Now that is poking up a little bit. Let's see. Still pretty quick now. Okay. I reckon disconnect the other wires is now my next option, I think. I'll re-inspect to see if there's anywhere that like could be shorted. I will re-inspect. Yeah, so look, that wire, can you see? Can you see the wire on the IC? So it's like on the IC. So when it pushed down, it's not going to be shorting out with anything. Shouldn't be anyway. Right here. I'm going to disconnect both of them again and see what happens. I'm going to disconnect both of them, both of the wires. Could have shorted this chassis to ground. That's a good point. That's a good point. Okay. Before I do that, yeah. Is this ground though? Is the chassis ground? Is the chassis ground? I thought it was plastic. GG. All right. The more you know. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Let me get a bit of tape then. Let me get a bit of tape. Oh, this is the plastic, isn't it? Wait, is that plastic? Wait. Yeah, that is plastic. Okay. Got a little bit of captain here. I shouldn't be using my teeth after recent events. Sorry. I just remembered that my mic was far away from my mouth. Okay, what's that shorting out? Let's see. What do you guys think now? Is it going to turn on? No, I got ads. Oh, okay. Can somebody tell me on Twitch when the ads are over? Yeah, specifically over on Twitch. We've dropped so many viewers on Twitch. I wonder if like Twitch went down for quite a few people. No, it's not touching the board. It's very far away from the board. It's just the angle, mate. I got no ads. Are we ready, guys? Done for me? Okay. Stupid ads, man. Ads ended. Cool. Right, here we go. Is it going to turn on? Was that wire shorting out to the chassis on the back? I mean, I didn't know it was ground. No. I thought that was it. Okay. I'm gonna have to desolder the other wires. I'm gonna have to desolder the other wires. Because it did just boot. So why would it? What was the only thing that I changed when I booted it? So the only thing that changed was that I plugged in this, right? The only thing that changed was that I plugged this in. And I checked around the connector since, and I've not got anything that looks bridged or anything like that. Okay. Does IPA work on this? We're about to find out. Looks like it does, by the way. Very slowly. Take that back. Heat. Yeah, it seems to be like the only thing. Well, imagine there's a day actually where I could just wait there. Okay. Okay, just to confirm, that wire is here. Can you see? That wire is here under the tape. And then I'm just going to disconnect the other one because why not at this point? Where is it? Just see if we get a normal boot. The pad's gone. There's no component there. It's just the pad's gone. What are the chances of that being like the only place that it's settled on the opposite pad? There we go. Okay, all wires technically disconnected. So if we don't get a boot now, it's GG. Have to get a boot. 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 It's imperative. It's imperative that we get a boot on this one. Imperative. Do we get a boot? Come on, please. Just boot. Just boot. Come on. Wires removed. That's better. That's better. That's better. Okay, right. So, thank goodness we have a boot. It's just... I think that diagram can't be right. I don't think the diagram could be right because everything was lining up and we know we had a continuous path, right? We know we had a continuous path. Because the readings that were on the components were the same as what was on the connector. I mean, I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it because I've seen stranger things. There is a 99% chance this doesn't work, FYI. I'm talking 99. 99.9% this doesn't work. If the touch screen works now, I'll end the stream instantly. I promise. If the touch screen works, which would not make sense, I'll end the stream. You think I'm joking? I'll end the stream. 99.9% this does not work. 99.9. Okay, hold on. What this proves to me, I think the whole time, is that the connector, when I pushed on it, is what is shorting out the switch. So if I now push that back and plug it in and we get a boot, I don't know what. I don't know. I don't know. And now we don't get a boot. Honestly, I don't believe it. And there's no wires connected now. Let me take out the cable, the digitizer cable. Every single time I plug in this game card reader, it doesn't boot. Why? Is it this though? Or is it this? No boot. I'm going to unplug a few things. And plug them back in. Just to see if that causes like some reset or something. Because it seems to be when I like take things out and then plug them back in, that's when something is working. Okay, so everything's been taken out and put back in. Does it boot? No. None of those are touching, man. Right, let me remove some of these. I mean, that's one way of doing it, I guess. Let me get the board out. It's going to be 10 times easier. What a pain. I thought that would be it. Run the jumpers. How interesting. / annoying. I have to be super careful as well. So that's how you get those off. Okay. All right. Let me get this off first right now. This is annoying, Mum. This is so small, man. Cool. Okay. Careful, Joey. Okay. Whoop. That's where that pad is gone. And then let me just check that resistor is still way out, which it is. I know this stuff isn't... I want to say this stuff isn't conductive. There's definitely... I don't think there's a cut there in the line because I can still see the copper. I think we're okay. I just have to be super careful with this. But I kind of want to get it out of there. But I have to be really careful and slow. There we go. Cool. Same with that. There we go. All right. Jeez. Yo, hello. Yeah, absolute legend, mate. You've caught me at, I'd say, possibly one of the worst times, by the way. How are you? Thank you very much, Gibbs, for the 40-man raid. I appreciate you. Thank you. I looked back last stream. Okay, fine, Ben. I'll have a look at that. Okay, I need to see if this boots now. So I've removed all of the wires here that would potentially stop this from booting. I just need to also make sure that there's not going to be... Now, would that... If that was pressing on the back there, would that short it out? Potentially. So do you know what? I'm just going to put a tiny bit of conformal coating on that area where there's a little bit of a scratch. Just to make sure that's not hitting the chassis. I don't think it is because there's a lot of components there that would actually be stopping it before it had a chance to. But I'm just putting a little bit of conformal coating there. And curing that. Just to make sure. Okay. Question is, do we get a boot? That's the main thing. Do we get a boot? Do we get a boot? And then if we do, I've got to put that same card reader back and go from there. Or maybe I should try a different card reader. All right. Now, technically, there's no reason why it shouldn't boot right now. So yeah, let's try this. Someone else is. So this is a free repair for somebody, and the digitizer wasn't working. Right, ready? Now I've not screwed it down. Maybe I'll give it one screw just in the top. Wait a minute, the black wire. Gibbs, I got sunburnt in shade yesterday. Now, it was very cloudy down here in the south. And I went to a barbecue. And it was hot, but I was in shade the whole time. Turns out it was high UV. And I paid the price for that. Not thinking I didn't need any suntan lotion. Didn't even cross my mind. Did not even cross my mind. Right, please turn on. If it doesn't turn on, it's going to be a nightmare if it doesn't turn on. Oh. Okay. We've been here before so many times. We've been here before so many times. I'm going to turn it off. And I'm going to turn it back on. Without this connected. Here we go. Okay. Let's turn it off. Now, chat, would it be dumb of me to put the same connector back in? Now that we don't have all of those wires and everything, should I put a new connector or should I keep the same one? Because I don't have all the wires and stuff connected now. Do you see what I'm saying? New? Are you sure? Okay. The touchscreen won't work because we don't have those connections. I don't think it matters. Let's try with I'm going to go again. I'm going to try and keep it same color, which is that one. So that is our customer one up there. Let's go with this one, okay? And let's just see if it boots. That's in there nice and good. However, I've done the same thing by not putting... Oh, no, I did. Coral 3D, do you really call it suntan lotion, not sunscreen? Yeah, suntan lotion. Now, if this doesn't turn on now, it's got to be digitizer. Here we go. It has to be digitizer. Or is it the connector? This whole time, imagine, would be my luck, you know. It would would be my luck. Yeah, imagine it's the connector. Theoretically, I can take this connector off, can't I? And the machine will boot. So I could try that. So the game card reader we know is good. Like, nothing was happening with that. So let me put this one back, because that's not the customers. This one is the customers up here that I've got. I was saying that to myself. Yeah. Do we think then, guys, not the most fun to connect to replace? No, it's fine, Juiced. It won't be too bad. It won't be too bad. We just heat from the other side. That's not really necessarily an issue. Could be the connector this whole time. Imagine. One in the chat if you think I should remove the connector. Now, there's quite a lot of caps here. There's quite a lot of caps, so we do need to be cautious. And I'm talking about when I'm pulling. So when I'm pulling this off the board, I need to be careful. The heating element is not a massive issue. The issue is the components that are around it. Where are my small tweezers again, man? Why do I keep losing these tweezers? Okay. Yeah, I'm also being careful of the chip on the back. Yeah. I'm going to have to try and slide it off, I reckon. Extracted. Don't throw me now. Cool, that's enough. I just wanted to make sure that I didn't have any shorts. Now, for interest's sakes, should I measure those pads now? Connector itself looks fine. Let's read. Again, one of those things that I really do highly doubt, but worth doing it whilst I'm here. So I'm in diode mode. So for example, it was this one. Yeah, look, nothing. And it was here. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it wasn't. It was here. 5. Yeah, nothing. And it was 8. Yeah, nothing. Look, I still get nothing. I still get nothing on the pins. Wow. So I guess now it's like, let's just put it back together and hopefully it works. Hopefully it works. I still don't understand how all this comes together, and I'm playing. What's BOTW? Lucifer, welcome, by the way. Thank you very much. Can you see a stress bend in the board up there? No, I don't think so. Breath of the Wild. Oh, I see Zelda. Gotcha. Ignore my desk. No. The area we're looking at specifically is going to be here. It doesn't look bent at all, does it really? That's where I put the glue, by the way. But it doesn't look bent at all. You know? I mean, look, it came out of the factory broken. So, like, clearly it passed most of the tests. Just not the important the important one. Oh man, it's funny. All right. Well, it's not funny. It's upsetting. You know. What gets me is like how on earth like the game's worked. So the chances of like, because if the game card slot reader didn't work, I guarantee they would have sent it back under the warranty, because what's the point at that point, right? They didn't even never test really playing with the digitizer. But if the game card slot didn't work, it would have been one of the first things. I put a game in, oh, it doesn't work. Let's get that sorted, because that's a huge issue. But when it comes to digitizer, I completely understand that they wouldn't have really necessarily needed it straight away. And then it's like, well, we then have to be without the Nintendo Switch. Send it back to Nintendo. Do X, Y, Z. What's the point? I completely understand where they're coming from as to why they didn't return it under warranty.
Evening, Joey.
Hello, James.
What's gonna be for dinner?
Oh, what's for dinner tonight? I think we've actually got a pasta bake for 2 nights now. So the lovely wife is making a pasta bake, and I'm super excited for it. Yep. And it's going to be 2 nights in a row. So tonight being the first night, and then tomorrow being the next. So tonight is like the fresh pasta bake. I can't lie though, guys. I'm feeling a takeaway soon at some point. I can't lie to you. I would never lie to you. Sorry, I need to get my words out. Let me try again. Let's see if this works and turns on. Let's go. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Does it turn on? Okay, it does. Now here's my issue. I can put another connector on. Easy. But now, is that going to cause further issues down the line? Because now they can't even play their handheld games. So another connector needs to go on, really. But I'm just scared that if I put another one on and then it does some weird shorting out thing again. It's definitely, I don't know if you guys agree. I genuinely think that it's definitely something like a crack in the board, which is what's causing that every single time I put that connector on. I don't know if it's like causing some sort of stress or fracture on the board itself, which then reignites the issues. It's just now it's a bit more sensitive because it's been exposed to heat and stuff, which is why now it's not coming on when that happens, because it's getting maybe that little bit deeper. Do you see what I'm saying? Because it's had work done to it now. I'm going to have to put a connector back on because I can't not do that. I'm just worried now that it's not going to work if I do that. But most of their games were card games, so at this point specifically, there is nothing to lose. Right? Can you see if you trigger the short by pressing a bit on the board? Yeah, I guess at this point there is literally no reason why I can't do that, just to test my theory, right? Was the loose Wi-Fi cable short into the board? No, shouldn't be. Let me put some stress on it. I'm just going to put...
What's the issue with the card reader?
Ah, James, I'll be honest with you, mate. I'll be honest with you. I thank you so much for the Prime. I love that. And thank you very much for the 19 months in a row on the YouTubes. there's a deep lore with this console, and if I start explaining it now, I'm afraid I might fall asleep because it's been that long. Let me put some pressure on the board. So I'm going to put some pressure here. Okay, I'm just going to put my finger. All right. There it is, chat. I think we've confirmed. I think we've confirmed. Right. Okay. Yeah, it's cracked on the inside. Do we think, chat, can we confirm, just so I'm not, could the capacity solder at the back cause this? Short into the chassis. I mean, I'll check it, Ben. I don't think so. Again, I've said that a few times now, though. I don't think so. SOC and board eMMC transplant? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No, I mean that bit of solder kind of like veers off to the left a bit. I don't think that would be the case. Oh, you can't see. I don't think that would be the case, mate. It doesn't even go past the chip, you know? So like if you look at it like that and look how small that is compared to the actual thickness of the chip, I don't think that's going to be an issue. It's not a bad shout though. Because otherwise it would be, I mean, is it in line with the cap pretty much? Yeah, it just veers off to the left. It doesn't, I mean, it sticks up the slightest. But if you look at the chip, can you see how much higher the chip sits up? So I don't think that's doing anything. No, I've tried looking for the crack, but I can't see it. That's my table, by the way. That's not the crack in the board. That's not the crack in the board. Whoa. Adam and Joe, Adam, are you still here? Joe, are you still watching? Both of you? Is it ever so slightly out of line? Do you guys think it's ever so slightly out of line? Let me try and get it straight. Do you think it's ever so slightly out of line, an angle? I mean, that's me reaching, isn't it? I am reaching there. I don't think it is. No, I mean, I can't see. It's kinked. I don't think it is. I don't think it's kinked. I've seen boards with, I think I've seen boards with so many bends and stuff that work. I mean, yeah, there's a chance that maybe the bend in this is so like just in the right place, but it is slight that it could be messing something up. But I don't know, man. Right, Adam and Joe. It's time for me to talk to you. Now, where's my lid for this before I get this gunk all over myself? So, we obviously have an issue whereby, wait there, sorry, I'm getting distracted with like 4 different things at once. We have an issue where I haven't been able to fix the device, unfortunately. And in terms of trying to fix it, ultimately, we've made it worse. Oh, why is that popping out? Give me 2 seconds, sorry. Wait, why did that happen? That's fine now. Sorry, I was just trying to plug something else in whilst talking, which isn't really ideal. Turn that off. Okay, so we've got your switch here. There's a couple of options that we have. Okay. Now, it was a free repair, and I know everything was accepted along the journey. If I continue, there's a chance X can happen, Y can happen, but it still massively sucks. So I have a Nintendo Switch that I'd be willing to just give you. Therefore, you have the touch. You have everything. I can swap the back of the Switch so that you have your Nintendo, your Pokemon back to it. But obviously it's not going to be the same Switch. And then I'll just use this one to house for parts or whatever. What I need to check though is that everything is okay with the Switch that I have. What's your thoughts? We're grateful for you trying to fix it. Yeah, it just sucks. It's just when you have an issue like that, it's like, yeah, the digitizer doesn't work. Nobody's been in it. Cool. All right. It's probably going to be something really simple like the game card reader or something else. That's relatively easy. We just swap it into another housing. On this occasion, it wasn't. And for whatever reason, the readings weren't there on the connector. So it is frustrating, but I can understand it's actually probably more frustrating for you guys. So, and I don't want to do this and think that like it applies to everyone else, but you guys have been so like generous with your time spent watching. You were keen for me to just try and get it up together and, you know, see if I could get it working. So for the fact that I couldn't get it working, and I think it's due to a stress fracture on the board. Regardless, I'd be willing to give you another Switch. I know, yeah, we can do an APU NAND swap. I know that, but it does. I don't think, correct me if I'm wrong, Adam and Joe, I know you said, because you were, one of the things you were willing to try was just a factory reset. Right? So that kind of tells me that you weren't massively concerned about the data, like massively. If you are concerned about the data, I can see if I could put it onto an SD card and then put it into the new Switch. But if you're not that concerned, I could just sort you out this replacement. To be fair, actually, we're not concerned about the data. Are you sure? Try a different battery. No, it's invested. It's not a battery, my friend. So if you're we're not concerned about the data 100%. Okay. What I'll do is I've got a Nintendo Switch that's just sat on charge right now, but I'm not really happy with the condition of it to give to you because yours was so pristine. But the good thing is, so the only thing that's wrong with this, I guess, is the fact that it's got dog bite marks, but I wouldn't be happy giving that to you as a replacement. So what I'll do is I'll take the board out of this and I'll put the board in your chassis. And then that way you have the same chassis, but the serial number of the console will be different. You have to bear that in mind. So the serial number on the console will be different, but I'm just waiting for this to actually turn on. I'll give it a quick test run in every aspect, and then I'll look to give you that. And again, I know with what you guys are probably thinking is like, from what I can tell from the type of people that you are and stuff, you've just said in the chat as well, you don't want me to lose out, which is 100% fair enough. I get that. But again, I take the risk on with trying to run this repair. If I was really that concerned with it, I would have said, no, do you know what, guys, I'm not going to risk it, which is probably what I should have done. It's just the curiosity of finding out what the issue was with this and whether those wires would work. It got to me, So yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll happily offer a replacement board. It's just as long as you aren't concerned about the data, I can get the data for you if you want. It just might take me a little bit of time because I have to ensure that I get the board on, which seems doable, but then transfer it to an SD. No, I know, Ben. So Ben said it wasn't the wires that killed the console. I know, because it still does power on, and I just think that it is continuous stress on the area that we were working on. By me soldering and heating the board up and down and stuff, I think that probably just added to it. I do think that eventually maybe it would have just conked out at some point. I do think that, but again, regardless, because you guys have been so awesome and you've been watching the stream and stuff, I'm more than happy to just offer you a replacement board. It's just that it will be without the data. It's the quickest option. If you want the data, I'll have to look some stuff up, but then I can transfer it. But if you're saying that you don't necessarily want the data, probably when reassembled it will work again because all the screws apply equal pressure. Yeah, potentially. But I'll keep it for parts and whatnot. It's one of those, Joe, if you don't try, you never. Yeah, exactly. And this is the first time ever when doing a repair, for me personally, has got to the point where it's like made it worse. So, for a customer, that is. And a lot of repairs at Rocket. And you know what? I know this is really stupid. And if you don't believe me, that's absolutely fine. I'm not out here trying to prove. I wish this wasn't on stream, because if I had done this as a video, I would have just given you it and probably ended the video like I wasn't able to fix it, is what it is, sort of thing. But the fact that I'm on stream and I'm addressing you right now, and there's obviously quite a few eyes and quite a few people watching. Yeah. So are you okay with that? If I just transfer it into this chassis transfer the board that I've got from here into the other one.
And that's why we watch Go.
Thank you. I appreciate it. You guys don't have to say that though. It's all good. But yeah, I'm gutted and I'm annoyed myself that I wasn't able to sort the digitizer issue. I think that's also obviously annoying because I really thought after I soldered those wires and I confirmed that we had the readings on the connector, I was like, you know what? This is the one. I'm happy. I'm super happy. So I'll put everything. Yeah, you're okay with that? Cool. I'll transfer it into another chassis. And what I'm probably most going to do actually is transfer that board into this chassis and see if I can get that working, because I use this console, the one that's on charge now, after I again give it a test. I actually use that. Actually, I'm going to transfer it into this chassis because that battery's full. I use that for like the reset keys and whatnot. So all I'm going to need your board for really, as long as I can just get it on, I won't even attach the game card reader because I should just be able to log in and use that. Cool. Right, guys, I'm going to end it. It's way later than what I usually stream, but it's 5:10. I have dinner at 5:30. I've got 20 minutes to transfer all this stuff and hopefully get it boxed up, ready to get sent back and tested. So I'm going to go. Thank you for watching. One in the chat if you've enjoyed the stream. I know it wasn't Thank you very much, Kaio, for the 5 gifted YouTube legendary status memberships. I appreciate it. It wasn't, unfortunately, the ending that we wanted, but I still think I'll make this into a video because it was a really, really interesting kind of get your head into sort of fix, right? Broken trace under APU. And that pad came off, don't forget, on the back. So, you know. But yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you. I really appreciate you watching. It was very interesting. Yeah, I think the story and everything. It just sucks that we didn't get the fairy tale end, man. If I got the fairy tale end in the video, it would have been lovely. But we're not getting that. Guys, thank you. I'm gonna go and have dinner. Apologies again. I couldn't fix it. Is what it is. Move on. We'll move on to something else. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching, and peas, carrots, all of those good things. Yeah, absolutely. Cheers, guys. Thank you. Much love. Goodbye.